Imagine two titans of technology, locked in a fierce duel, each vying for your attention. Yes, today we're comparing the iPhone 14 and iPhone 15, two powerhouses from the tech giant Apple, each with their unique features and quirks. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big difference? After all, they're just one model number apart, right? Well, not quite. There's more than just a number separating these two. From design to display, performance to battery, camera to audio, and not to forget the price tag, there are several factors that set them apart. We'll be dissecting each of these elements, giving you a comprehensive look into what each model has to offer. Is the iPhone 15 just a shiny new upgrade with a heftier price tag? Or does it truly outshine its predecessor? We'll find out. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the nitty-gritty of these two tech marvels. First off, let's talk about the design and display. After all, first impressions do matter. Diving into the design, both the iPhone 14 and iPhone 15 carry on the legacy of Apple's sleek and sophisticated aesthetic. However, there are subtle differences that set them apart. The iPhone 14, with its glossy stainless steel frame and matte glass back, gives off a timeless elegance. On the other hand, the iPhone 15 steps it up a notch with a more refined and streamlined design. The frame is slightly more rounded, and the ceramic shield on the front is tougher than any smartphone glass, making it more scratch and drop resistant. Moving on to the display, both these models sport the Super Retina XDR display, but the iPhone 15 has a slight edge over the iPhone 14. With its promotion technology offering a 120Hz refresh rate, the iPhone 15 provides a smoother and more responsive experience. Whether you're scrolling through your social media feed or playing high-octane games, the difference is noticeable. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the notch. Love it or hate it, it's been a signature part of the iPhone design since the iPhone X. The iPhone 14 carries on this tradition, with a somewhat prominent notch housing the front camera and Face ID sensors. However, with the iPhone 15, Apple has managed to reduce the size of the notch by approximately 20%, giving you more screen real estate and a slightly less intrusive viewing experience. One more thing to note is the weight. The iPhone 15 is a tad heavier than the iPhone 14. It might not be a deal breaker for most, but for those who prefer a lighter device, this could be a deciding factor. In terms of colors, both models offer a variety of options, from the classic silver and graphite to the vibrant blue and pink. So whether you prefer something more understated or want to make a bold statement, there's something for everyone. So while both models boast of impressive designs, the choice between them could boil down to your personal preference. Now that we've got the looks covered, let's talk muscle. How do these iPhones perform under the hood? When it comes to performance, both the iPhone 14 and iPhone 15 are no slouches. Each model boasts an impressive set of specs that make for a smooth and responsive user experience. Let's delve into the specifics, shall we? Starting with the iPhone 14, it is powered by the A16 Bionic chip. This chip is a 6-core processor with 2 performance cores and 4 efficiency cores. It also has an integrated 4-core graphics processor. This setup provides an excellent balance between power and efficiency, meaning you can run demanding apps and games without draining your battery too quickly. The iPhone 15, on the other hand, steps things up a notch with the A17 Bionic chip. This is also a 6-core processor, but it has 3 performance cores and 3 efficiency cores. Additionally, it features a 5-core graphics processor. This means that the iPhone 15 has a bit more oomph when it comes to handling high-intensity tasks. But what about battery life? Well, the iPhone 14 offers up to 17 hours of video playback and up to 60 hours of audio playback. That's more than enough to get you through the day, and then some. The iPhone 15, however, takes things even further. Thanks to its more efficient processor and improved battery technology, it can deliver up to 20 hours of video playback and up to 80 hours of audio playback. That's quite a leap from the iPhone 14, and could be a game changer for those who rely on their phone for entertainment or work throughout the day. In the end, both iPhones pack quite a punch, but the iPhone 15 has a slight edge in terms of raw power and battery life. Regardless of which model you choose, you're getting a top-tier device that can handle just about anything you throw at it. But if you're after the best of the best, the iPhone 15 might just be the phone for you. But what's a smartphone without a good camera and audio, right? Let's see how these two models fare. Now, let's dive into one of the most exciting aspects of any smartphone: the camera and audio capabilities. Both the iPhone 14 and iPhone 15 pack a punch in this department, but there are some noteworthy differences. Starting with the cameras, the iPhone 14 offers a dual 12-megapixel camera system with an ultra-wide and wide lens. The night mode, deep fusion, and smart HDR3 functionalities ensure that your photos are always top-notch, regardless of lighting conditions. Not to mention, the iPhone 14 can record 4K Dolby Vision HDR recording, a first in the smartphone industry. On the other hand, the iPhone 15 takes the photography game a notch higher. It boasts a triple 12-megapixel camera system, featuring an ultra-wide, wide, and telephoto lens. This additional lens allows for 2x optical zoom in, 2x optical zoom out, and 4x optical zoom range. Plus, the night mode now extends to all cameras, ensuring you capture stunning low-light photos from any lens. The iPhone 15 also offers ProRAW, a feature that allows for more creative control over your images in post-production. When it comes to audio, both models have spatial audio with dynamic head tracking, delivering a theater-like surround sound experience. However, the iPhone 15 takes the lead with its high-fidelity audio playback. This means you can enjoy your favorite songs with more detail and clarity. In terms of video recording, both devices offer 4K Dolby Vision HDR recording. However, the iPhone 15 steps it up by providing cinematic mode, a feature that allows for depth of field adjustments and creates videos that look like they came straight out of a movie set. As you can see, both the iPhone 14 and iPhone 15 offer impressive camera and audio capabilities. However, the iPhone 15's additional camera lens and high-fidelity audio playback could give it an edge, especially for those who are into photography or music. If you're a photography or music enthusiast, this could be a deciding factor for you. Now, let's talk about a factor that can make or break a deal: the price. When it comes to the iPhone 14 and iPhone 15, there's certainly a notable difference in cost. The iPhone 14, being the older model, has seen some price drops since its initial release, making it a more budget-friendly option for those who still crave that Apple quality without breaking the bank. On the other hand, the iPhone 15, being the new kid on the block, comes with a higher price tag. It's got all the latest and greatest features, but you'll have to shell out a pretty penny for it. So the question is, do the features of the iPhone 15 justify this extra cost? Well, that depends on what you value. The iPhone 15 boasts a more advanced camera, a faster processor, and a slightly sleeker design. If you're someone who needs to have the latest technology, enjoys capturing high-quality photos, or values aesthetics, then the iPhone 15 might be worth the investment. However, if you're someone who uses your phone for more basic functions like calling, texting, and browsing, the iPhone 14 could be more than enough for you. It still has a great camera, performs well, and looks pretty good too. You'll get a lot of the same features as the iPhone 15 without having to empty your wallet. It's also worth considering how long you plan to use your phone. If you're someone who likes to upgrade every year or two, the iPhone 15 might make sense. But if you're someone who prefers to hold on to your phone for as long as possible, the iPhone 14 might be a more economical choice. Ultimately, the decision comes down to what you're willing to spend and what you expect from your phone. Both models offer fantastic features, but the iPhone 15's enhancements come with a higher price. But remember, the best phone is not always the most expensive one, but the one that best fits your needs and budget. Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, comparing the iPhone 14 and iPhone 15. We've delved into the aesthetics, the performance, the camera capabilities, and of course, the price. Here's a quick recap. The iPhone 15 certainly takes the cake when it comes to the sleek design and advanced display. It's a tad more powerful than the iPhone 14, with a slightly better battery life. However, the iPhone 14 still holds its own, especially when it comes to value for money. On the camera front, both models boast impressive capabilities, but the iPhone 15 pulls ahead with its advanced features. Yet, if audio is a priority for you, both phones provide top-notch sound quality. Ultimately, if you're looking for the latest and greatest, the iPhone 15 is your best bet. But if you're after value, the iPhone 14 won't disappoint. No matter which iPhone you choose, you're getting a top-of-the-line device. The choice ultimately is yours.